afternoon, brats. Probably doing better than I am. Ugh. Ugh. One of those weird nights where I kept waking up. Usually for no reason, and then one time it was the cat wanting food, and when there was food already in her bowl. This did not please me. And I went back to sleep and had this weird-ass fucking dream that was kind of like a fusion of, like, Candyman and the Babadook. It's fucking strange. Real fucking strange. That's the problem. Like, you know, my dreams are so fucking involved. It's like being awake. Oh, God. I already speak 2 languages, goddammit. English and bad English. You will all just be absorbed into the thing that is Earth Basic. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just get bad days. Sometimes you have a run of bad days. Sometimes that goes on for 30-something years. Yes. Oh, that's right, I can use the mouse here. Auto detect card. Alright, some of it's coming back to me. I love, like, detecting settings can sometimes destroy the machine. Oh, God.
你好，我叫琳琳，这是我的龙。让我们来学汉语，让我们来玩一玩。
I don't know.
数字。
I mean, which Chinese? I mean, it's mainland, so I suppose it's got to be Mandarin.
让我们来玩数字游戏。多米诺
Like, if I
骨
wanted
牌
to learn
让
Chinese,
我
I'd
们
just
来玩
listen to
游
those
戏
weird
该第一
fucking,
个人
like,
了。
spam calls I get. Do that happen in your countries? I don't know, because I know the spam situation's kind of different from place to place. Every now and then I'll just get, like, a call, and it's just some lady speaking Chinese on the other end. And it's like a recording or something, and I don't know what the fuck it is, or what it's about, or if it's even supposed to fool me or anything. You know? I don't even know what I'm doing here.
该电脑了。
The door
让
means
我们来
escape.
玩
I
数
think
字
I'll
游
remember
戏。
that. Yeah, the thing is,
Mighty
you know, some,
教えてね道を呼んでくれるよ道をが
you know,
大
like if
好
I
き
answer a phone and like there's an Indian accent on the other end, my brain just goes, "Oh, spam," and then hangs up. And it makes
もしましょう
sense with the Chinese and the Japanese just weren't going to work together. Okay. God damn it! What'd I do? Is it still buffering? Because I genuinely don't think it's on my end. You know, normally there'd be some kind of fucking thing here telling me that it was fucking up. is this doing this? We could have had like some quasi-functional fucking internet, you know, in this country, but I couldn't have that. It's good enough. It's not like the last, 30 years have taught us that there's, the technology tends to like lurch forward a wee bit, It's not like we've. At least it remembers this. That I appreciate. Okay, now I've got the fucking. Yeah, alright, good. Alright, Insu. Teach me fucking what these K-dramas are about. It's just the Japanese one was like its own fucking thing for some reason.
안녕. 내 이름은 인수야. 이것은 내 호랑이야. 자, 한글을 배우자.
Is this some kind of Korean
재미있게
legend I'm
놀이하자.
unfamiliar with?
숫자 놀이?
Is the Korean animal the tiger? I didn't really know that was like kind of a thing.
숫자 놀이 ha자.
Actually, well, I'm bored of numbers. Why do I keep
재미있게
fucking trying to like learn
놀이하자.
numbers? I mean, Korean's supposed to have
놀이?
like the easiest alphabet on earth.
글자 놀이와 소리를 내보자.
One day I'll be free. One day I'll be free. Alright. What stupid bullshit are they gonna hit me with this time? Okay. I mean, if this was really year-old child smoking, but...
Halo, nama saya Budi. Ini monyet saya. Mari kita belajar bahasa Indonesia. Mari kita bersenang-senang.
You know, if I...
Alfabet.
That sounded like English. Isn't Indonesian just one of those languages with loads of like English words?
Mari kita
Credit where
bermain
it's due.
dengan
I
huruf-huruf
like their
dan
enlightened
bunyinya.
monkey as the fucking like animal here. I support ape that has achieved nirvana. It still bothers me that the Japanese one's completely different. Okay. Oh, if I learn Portuguese, I'll be able to know what those fucking Brazilian video games are telling me. Huh. Yeah. Install the fucking sound cards. Like this happened. Yeah, I can find. It's so weird that like Mugen is just fucking Brazilian. I don't know how that happened. I mean, it's got to be something to do with like fucking Neo Geo's domination of Latin America. But just if you ever want to try and get like decent Mugen games, you're going to hit just a wall of fucking, Brazilian Portuguese. Alright, there we go. Okay, we're definitely on. Alright. It's a duck.
Os números. Vamos brincar com números.
Are there three of you because your mother was experimented on by former Nazi scientists?
Vamos divertir-nos. O alfabeto. Vamos brincar com as letras e o som delas.
Like, I'm not learning Spanish. I'm certainly not learning Spanish's weird brother. Okay, fucking Hebrew. They really should have stuck with Yiddish, rather than try to bring fucking Hebrew back.
Smarty pants.
Flying moose. Oh,
שלום,
it's a camel.
שמי רבקה. זה הגמל שלי. בואו נלמד עברית. מי רוצה לשחק?
Like it might, you know, like, I mean, I will say one thing. The fact that none of it's in fucking English is genuinely impressive, although I do suspect maybe this was meant to be for, like, children of these language groups, just very young, you know, like, this would make sense if it was for, like, a kid trying to learn, like, stuff, you know. What the fuck?
בואו נשחק
I don't have the
במספר.
energy for this. The problem with Semitic languages is it's all that fucking, like, fricative glottals. You know, it's just... ugh. Like, Arabic has the prettiest script. Like, but no, beautiful, beautiful fucking script. Sounds terrible. Just sounds fucking awful.
Smarty pants.
Nobody ever picks it. What's the Italian animal? Okay. You know, not every country just has an animal, you know? It's not like Australia where shit is just like out here fucking, you know, discovering bizarre evolutionary cul-de-sacs. You know, like, I don't think there's... You know, if you're dealing with, like, an area of the world that's just, like, where the, you know, the fucking
Io sono
national
Fiore.
distinctions are
Questo
just
è il
human
mio
lines on the
gatto.
ground, the animals don't
Impariamo
care, you know?
l'italiano.
Like, at no point am I thinking Israel, camels,
Divertiamoci.
or Italy, cats. You know, I don't think these places really have, like, a definable national animal in any sense, because I don't think any of the animals give a shit. Like, unless there's some very specific, like, unless you got a situation like this eyeless cave salamander that only lives in the fucking cave there, that's, yeah, fine. If you've got some fucking weird little pocket monster like that, that's okay.
L'alfabeto.
Oh, look, I don't need to learn vernacular Latin. What the fuck am I bothered for? Oh, thank God we're done with the fucking kid speak section. Oh, that was a trial. It's that, you know, it's the art style is all that, you know, weird fucking 90s poochie shit that just doesn't work. It just looks mutant, you know, it doesn't... God, okay, alright, okay. Yeah, I should have given the Jews a piece of fucking Europe. At least then if anyone complains, you just say, well, don't march people into fucking, you know, death camps. Instead, oh no, it was a brilliant idea. Let's... Like, imagine someone burning fucking, you know... I burned someone's house down, and then, as an apology, they give them your house. Yeah, this would be a lot easier if the fucking... cursor just... There we go, look at that. Well, that's the most fun we're having with this. Like, the cursor just scoots about, it doesn't stop. That's just very annoying. And it's not controlled by the mouse, because mice didn't exist back then. Alright, let's see what the 1992 version of Killer Bees gives us. Yeah, ancient, like... Because it's not just the Hebrew, it's ancient, you know, the Egyptians were on this as well. It's a real fascinating window into, like, what's probably an evolutionary, like, some kind of, like, cultural memory hangover of, like, just the emergence of language, you know? Like the importance of words. Like in Egypt, you'd get like 2 names, and one was a name only your mother knew, because like if people knew your name, they'd be able to get you with like magic and shit. Protect the man. Okay. Oh no! Oh, it's a light gun game. Look at that. I mean, it's a light gun game with like no faces of animation. Now I'm my girl to the fucking Macaulay Culkin. Well, those can both go fucked. Like, so, like, yeah, it's such a weird thing, you know, like, just, ooh, the names, just like, that doesn't actually do anything, right? Like, that's about the only thing that's gonna make me happy today. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck if other cultures do. I'm more curious about, like, its earliest known emergence. I mean, it's fucking weird. Like, words. They do things. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of professional wrestler and moon goblin Kota Ibushi talking about his hobbies. Because someone once on a thing, fucking, on like a podcast, had made the mistake of asking Kota Ibushi what hobbies he has, and he didn't really seem to understand what the question was. And then someone, do you read? And he mentioned that he didn't like reading because he doesn't trust words, because someone wrote something down and then you look at it and then it puts a thing in your head, and that freaks him out. And that's insane. Like, that is fucking insane. Yeah, I think there are just people for whom the world it's still magic, I suppose. Does the ball roll? I do feel like now that we're in the not too distant future, we should be getting some kind of sport like this. Someone's gonna break that seal. Someone's gonna fucking, well, language didn't, modern spoken language is conveyed by sound, but there's a strong indication that language had a gestural origin. Because for some weird reason, a lot of our capacity to speak and think of words is wrapped up in our ability to move our hands. If you bind people's hands, it can actually take them a long time to, it can take them longer to fucking remember what the fucking word they're trying to think of is. Going too fast. Because the thing about like humans is language is innate. It's a biological structure in us, which is an interesting thing to note. Brah! Doctor checking my prostate. Just brah! I mean, that sounds like something Lady Gaga might say. That also sounds like something someone would say Lady Gaga said. So unless I hear her say, "Don't steal my fucking vagina creativity," I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, that's also insane. I don't know how people think this shit. Like, Like, the world's kind of a weird place enough as it is, you know? Like, there's strange things, there's the mystical and the wonderful, and it's you know, simply understanding how this shit works doesn't make it any less fucking fascinating. You don't need to live in a world where someone can fucking what? What creativity am I getting exactly? Like, lyrics or melody, you know? Well, T96, enjoy your fucking gummies. Because you fucked up. You know, it's gonna be like this forever now. Let's go minor league. I'm not ready for fucking, you know, major league rollerball. Okay. Well, some celebrities. You know, some are just like people. Terrence Howard is batshit insane. I mean, have you seen the fucking hair he had in that interview? Okay. Oh, you jerks. Oh, okay, I got like, I can kick. Where are my guys? Alright. I got jump kick. Oh, fuck. Look. Okay, so I think it's like rollerball, which I've literally, like, what is it? Not rollerball. Roller derby, which I've literally never understood. Alright, look. Because you gotta do a lap or some shit, and then... Look. Oh, you fucking minge. Did you just fucking... You know, I gotta learn the controls of this. This I'll keep. There's actually something here. Some effort's been put in. Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow and her fucking bullshit. Like, just... I literally want some... Because, like... When I was a little kid, like in primary school, like they had these little cubes that were green. And inside the fucking green cubes were these little wooden blocks. And they were cut into, like, they... You know, one was a stick, and it was like fucking 10 little cubes, right? And then one was like a whole brick of those sticks, and that was like 10 by 10 of those little cubes. And then as you went down into the thing, they had like different fucking divisions of them, and to the point where you got where it was just like the little individual cubes. And they would always create a massive mess, because the first thing we do is just upend them, and then there's just fucking little, you know, shapes like fucking, you know, disassembled Tetris just fucking everywhere. And using those things, you could teach even probably a fucking pretty sophisticated dog how fucking multiplication works. And you could take all of it away. You could have your little groups, your little fucking, you know, you had these little rings, like plastic fucking, I don't know what the fuck they were, just little plastic rings. And those were your groups. And you could put like, look, here's 2 times 2. And that's 2 times of 2, and that's 4. And then if you take the things away and you're left with just these fucking rings where there's nothing, you have 2 times nothing, and you have nothing. And you can understand that with physical objects because my brain hasn't been kicked by a horse. Anyone thinking that there's no fucking... We have the, well, I mean, lots of things have the ability to vocalize. Language is independent from the capacity to vocalize. Imagine thinking 2 times 0 can't be 0. Like, it's just such a simple thing. We're not talking about something weird here, you know? It's not like, he's not like pretending he's fucking figured out pi or something, you know? Like, again, I have several linguistics textbooks on my fucking Google thing somewhere. Were you molested at your Waldorf school? Right there, it looks a bit like killing clown. San Francisco in the 21st century. Well, things have things have communication. Other animals have communication. The faculty for language is a distinct biological thing in us that exists independently of the fucking mode it's being executed in. It can be, you know, it can be spoken, it can be gestural, it doesn't. But like, the capacity for this form of complex communication probably co-evolved with elements of that, but also there would have been a point where there was more complex communication available than really we had the fucking, you know, mouths to manage. I mean, you know, it's an unknowable point. Like, the problem is all of this is to do with the kind of soft tissue that you can't, you know, generally fucking find in the fossil record. Yeah, that you're talking about a language protagonist, not language, as in the concept. Different thing. It is 100% biologically fucking hardwired. We know this. We know this because if there's a critical phase where you need it to be stimulated for it to develop properly, and if it doesn't, you don't develop, like, grammar. You know, the grammar and the, you know, the bits and pieces, like toy, you know, all the content words are learned. There's a structure in the brain that is for things like grammar, like the underlying rules, like the core of language. These are different things. A game by Vector. Oh, graphics, okay. I want to... Alright. Assignment. The Black Angels have sent 3 surveillance robots to the Chinatown and Nob Hill districts. You know, it's something like in fucking the movie Groundhog Day. It takes place in like a place called fucking, like the Groundhog ceremony takes place on something called Gobbler's Knob, which has been making me laugh for like 30 years. The Black Angels. Your mission is to find the functional robot and bring it back. Alright. Okay. Oh, there we go. How do I leave? Alright. Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's not what I'd call an amazing rendition of it, but it's not bad. Okay. Armory backup. Is this just save game? Alright. Look, let me... Can I fly a thing yet? You know. My special area. Nets and pups? I mean, if nothing else, I think like we can speed this up. I think I broke it. Oh, there we go. Okay, can I... City info. I don't... Crime file. I mean, I feel like I've got to, I don't know, go through some shit. Like I said, no, I don't have to do that. Okay. Armory. Sweet. Select. Yeah, fuck yeah. Give me that shit. Launch. It's wild that, like, the launch is from the armory. Like, I feel like that's an unfortunate indication of the direction American police are going. Like, I feel like I should be able to, like, also just, you know... Oops. I got out of my fucking, like, thing and died. By pushing up. Alright, fucking... Yeah, this isn't autism. This is just an unfortunate reality of, like, PC gaming back in the day. You know what? It feels like the driving sections from Mean Streets, but just like they tried to make a whole game out of it. You know? Alright. I gotta pee. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, was I already in the air? Huh. Alright, we'll give this one a little run through now that I know what I'm doing. I want to try and at least fly around. I don't always. Well, it only moved because, you know, I didn't sleep. I didn't wake up till like fucking 11, which... alright. Armory. Select. Launch me, boys! Alright, so I'm not gonna put up on the fucking... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking... Look at that fancy fella. I'm gonna fucking look at the controls so I don't fucking... Okay, so... Ooh, net. Machine gun. Cannon. Arrest suspect. Okay. Hover mode. Refuel. Brake. Fight mode. Fight mode! Select. Why is the start button break? That don't feel right. Fire, yeah, alright, decelerate, accelerate, okay. Move up. Yeah, see, I pushed, like, up to maybe get a camera or something, and I just exited my hover bike. Okay, so... Refueling complete. Okay, so... I don't know really anything about the Fermi paradox. Wait, is that alien thing? Okay, hover mode, no. Brake. They're probably not going to let me fucking take off or some shit. They're probably going to be jerks about this. Oh, wait, engine start. Haha! Okay. It just fucking occurred to me why there's a death cloud over San Francisco, and it's just so they can render it like this. I mean, look, okay, you know, look at it. Let's go have a looky-loo at the fucking bridge, which is a huge fucking bridge. Like, you know, there's not a lot in Australia that's like this fucking big. This thing is monstrous. Let's shoot. Oh, no weapon armed. Alright. Fuck, what was weapon mode? Fight mode! Okay, X. Cannon. There we go. Machine gun. Alright, no, that's what I want. Okay. Clonus, you downloaded the, what sounds like the, you downloaded what sounds like the Alan Smithy cut, which is not a good one. Look for the Spice Diver edit. The fog! The fog! Oh wow, there actually is some shit in the fog. I got to see Chinatown. Yeah, don't watch the Alan Smithy version. It's terrible. It re-adds a bunch of the stuff that they cut out of Lynch's Dune, but then it adds a huge big pile of other stupid shit. The Spice Diver edit is kind of the best of both worlds. Like it adds the important shit that was cut, but it fucking doesn't add a bunch of stupid goofy bullshit. There's nothing really to that. I mean, it's a nice idea as a vector for, like, a fucking 3D float around thing, but... Oh, hell yeah. You should watch an Alan Smithy film. People rag on it, but I quite like it. I think it's very funny. Chuck Yeager's Acura! Yeah, so within, like, because of the weird, you know, there are rules about, you're not allowed to, like, make a movie and then immediately come out and go, this movie's a piece of shit, because you can legitimately financially impact the movie, you know, in a manner that could be unfair. You know, maybe the movie is shit, maybe you're a cunt, we don't know. So, there's, like, a Directors Guild approved thing, where if you take your name off of it, then it's directed by Alan Smithy. Kilo Blaster! But, yeah, definitely find the Spice Diver Reddit. It's probably on the Internet Archive. Epic Mega Games. It's a CompuGlobo Hyper Mega Net.
Prepare for battle.
It's an interesting approach to this to be made with, like, the capabilities of the system. Look, it's now. You know? Alright. Gotta love when fucking exiting it just kills my computer. This is weird because this game was absolutely no louder for me on my end. And you know, again, like, I don't know how it's not, there's no volume difference for me, but there's a volume difference for you. Ugh. Close. You don't have to tell Microsoft, it's fine. Microsoft, my game didn't work. It's ready to go. You know, I mean, look, credit where it's due. It's not amazing, but like, I mean, it's got a terrified Mega Man in it. You know, who doesn't want that? Like, the game was almost quiet for me. Like, Killer Ball was louder. Killing Cloud was louder. Where are you? Come here. There we are. Don't want it, though. No, we're up here. Alright. I do... Like, it's funny, because, like, you know... Like, what's the volume over there for you? Like... Alright, we have to sort this out. Okay, so we'll go... I don't know, like... I think... Because it's just coming through... I couldn't get it to reliably do, like, Retroarch as an audio source. Because opening and closing it a bunch, and especially if something crashes, it was fucking it up. So I just have it, like, posting the, you know, the desktop audio. So if something altered the desktop audio, which something was doing the other day, and I can't remember what. Well, I mean, my audio is coming through as its own thing. At least it should be. So, is my... Alright, what are we doing here? Because I thought I was my own fucking... Yeah, no, the headset's its own source, so the headset should be separate. Like, the desktop audio should be the issue. Like, the headset's its own thing. Press arrow keys or use joystick to draw. Okay. Oh. Well. Good job. Great. Spinnaker. You don't make learning fun. And it's 6 games in 1. Draw, scribble, names, sequence, and letters. Kindercomp! I can't remember what it was. Something was tinkering with the actual fucking... Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts now. Something. Why is it spelled that way? That almost worries me. It'll be something to do with the desktop audio just being like weirdly loud. Sure. Yeah, I play modern games. Like, I'm sort of in the middle of playing, Alone in the Dark and, God, what's that other one? Horizon Forbidden West. With the disappearance of King Arthur, Britain is plunged into the Dark Ages. They should spell it with the O, you know. You are all Britons. What the fuck? Okay. The mouse works, but I'm not allowed to move it anywhere. I'm just in this little, like, section here. Oh, God. Okay. Look at that. The fucking... Why do you make them all look wrong? Hell yeah. I killed my uncle to be here. Fantastic. Click to continue, okay. Autism. What would, like... This would even be pre-English if it's meant to be fucking Arthurian. Fucking weird British Celt for fucking autism. It drives me insane that they spelled it that way, you know? I don't know if that's some attempt to, like, get some kind of trademark or copyright or something, but, like... The Resident Evil 4 remake is tremendous. Like, I was definitely in the camp that remaking 4 was a stupid idea, particularly because we still haven't had a remake of fucking, you know, Code Veronica. Still waiting on that, which was absolutely the, you know, that was Resident Evil 3. Code Veronica is the numbered, that was what it was supposed to be, and then Sony threw a tantrum and demanded Resident Evil fucking 3, and they got a game full of, like, reused assets. Code Veronica was new shit, and aside from some fucky design choices, a very good game. Like, it can fuck you like no other fucking Resident Evil title, but, like... Oh, I was not expecting this. I mean, it's... Elements of it are navigating away from the B-movie roots, definitely. But I also think doing that creates a space for games, you know, for other games to do that. And I do hope that's something, you know, someone gets around to doing. Because you could do a AA version of any kind of Resident Evil style thing, and you could do it very fucking well. You just have to, you know, execute some of the creativity that, like, Capcom seems to have, you know, abandoned a little in terms of... Oh, god damn it, fuck you. Yeah, like, I enjoy a lot of Alone in the Dark. It feels like, I don't know, they ran out of time or something weird happened, because there are just what I can only describe as odd choices in terms of, you know, like, the whole, I can't remember what they're called, but the fact that, like, actual stuff is hidden behind those stupid little tchotchkes that you pick up. Like, you just gotta find 3 unrelated things, and then... You're gonna make me fucking install it, aren't you? Well, I will, because I wanna fucking see what the fuck this is. Great. Well, just in terms of, like... They haven't really tried to update anything significant in the Resident Evil games. You know, there's lots of graphics, lots of presentation... You know, some fun tweaks to, like, the moments and stuff like that. But, like, you know, the way the games worked made sense when you weren't able to aim, you know? Like, they've not really thought about how to... evolve the concept that they have into a game where you've got, like, a gun you can point at. It works a little bit better with 4 because, it's got they're just Spanish. So you can do a little bit more there. I gotta play, like, I do maintain you could train some fucking monkeys to, like, do sports. It's like, I really want to fucking show some gorillas, like, under the videos, like the new one where the special effects are good. I also want to show them King Kong. Like, the fucking, I want to show them, like, the fight between King Kong and Godzilla. I'm curious, like, I'm pretty sure they fucking figure some shit out. It should be interesting. Alright. Let's fucking... No, the mic audio is already up to the point where it's nearly redlining. If I turn it up any further, it'll crackle. The fucking game audio needs to be turned down. How are we doing now? See, it's not loud for me, that's the thing. This is some weird combination of Donkey Kong Country and fucking... Oh, I can tinker with the OBS output, but the OBS is just putting the fucking... all it's doing is putting through the fucking, desktop audio. A bit too loud now. That's the problem, is it's never fucking... It pauses if I fucking... How the fuck does it seem the same when I've turned it down to, like, fucking 24? Like, fucking honestly. I mean, it should, because it's putting through fucking, the desktop fucking fine. Jesus hates me, this I know. No, I know the fucking blue line, T69. I have to look in fucking Retroarch. There might be like a fucking audio normalization thing. Just to stop the fucking thing from, like... Because some games are just way louder, even on my end. They're just fucking loud. Finally. Because I never touched that bit. I literally never touched the OBS settings because I exactly don't want things like this to happen. Like, the only thing I've ever touched is like the fucking... Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I can't spin for too long. supposed to, like... Okay, there's a fucking basketball hoops. Alright. Does that do anything? I'm not supposed to fucking dunk on shit, I don't know. You fucking minge. I mean, at least it's not printers. Printers have never gotten better. In fact, they've gotten worse. Okay, this is gonna take a second. Maybe I just jump on it. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Alright, go- fuck! Titty. What the fuck, mate? Like, I feel like I'm supposed to do, like, you know... Maybe there's some other controls I'm not fucking... Jump, fire. Alright. Okay, so I can't jump on him. I think if you've got, like, industrial, like, some industrial printing situation going on, that's probably fine. I feel like it's just gonna regenerate. Like, every time I try to run away from it, it does, yeah. Fucking... Also, I don't think the spin, you know... Damn it. Okay. Alright, if I push jump in the air, I fucking dunk. Fuck me. Yeah, I don't like that the ball becomes like a shitty fucking, like a JPEG. I mean, this has issues. I mean, I'm happy now that I know how to do that. Does that, like, can I just get dizzy on the ground if I fucking, like, use it on the ground? I don't understand what the fuck's supposed to happen. I guess if I can, like, fucking... Okay, great. Alright, so at least that fucking works, because it wasn't fucking earlier. What's that? Can I have that? Like, if it did that? Why can't I have the poo? God damn it. You know, like, the problem is every time I use a spin attack, I get that. Like, it should be like I have to hold it, and like, if I hold it, it'll, like, go longer, but then I get punished. The sad thing is that could have been pretty good. Like, the basics are there. There's just some fiddly fucking details. But those are important details. It probably was. I don't know, I think I'll leave that just because it's weird. What the fuck? Oh, hell yeah. Master Designer Doug Sharp in the bottom right corner there. Look at him. Over 2 years in development. Could you imagine? Could you imagine a game being developed for over 2 years? Madness. It's easy, so don't push. Well, it's period accurate. Alright, that'll be a tomorrow problem. Alright, wait 1 second, because I just noticed something. Okay. Have a look up in the top left corner there where it says Cinemaware Classics. It's real classic. Like, I swear that didn't change, you know, I swear, like, putting something like that in just, like, strange, like, unnecessary quotes is always carries some kind of connotation of, like, you know, sarcasm or disingenuousness or, you know, irony or something, you know? Yeah, no, I've been aware of the kingdom block, it's... probably take up a day or two at least. I mean, the King's quests are in there, which will be, you know, at least... fuck. Like a fucking atomic level sneeze developing. Alright. Fucking... So, yesterday, for Subscriber Saturday, we didn't get any fucking World of Horror done. Because, Momodora Moonlit Farewell kind of did take up the sort of, you know, last 2 hours fairly comfortably. That wasn't bad, but, you know, as things grow and develop, it's a little bit like, you know, things like Duke Nukem Forever and stuff. It goes for so long, you know, if that sometimes, you know, the world changes around it and then what winds up being released just isn't all that interesting. I mean, I do feel like some design decisions could have been made that wouldn't have been, you know, any real extra work. Like, you know, I'm not asking for a whole extra level, but, you know, a game like that needs really good upgrade paths, or something along those lines, to sort of warrant the exploration. And if one of them is weak, then you wind up in a situation where sometimes you explore and your reward is a piece of shit. And that's annoying. And it kind of sort of disrupts, you know, that's one of those foundational elements of a fucking Metroidvania, that if that fucks up, now my desire to explore is like, well, this is pointless, and that's not a good thing, you know. It's not a good thing to make me sort of like not really be enthusiastic about poking about. You know, a decent economy means running around killing things and getting like the precious soul coins has value. You know, either money or experience or something along those lines. Like if that's functional, then the general fucking walking around works. And provided the fucking, you know, provided I get somewhere and I find something of value, you know. But if the economy's collapsed basically, you know, almost at the start of the fucking game, like it was next to useless almost immediately, and the upgrades are, you know, there are some good ones. Like some of the sigils were definitely nice, but, you know, then sometimes there were just companions that were, you know, glorified reskins and otherwise, you know, really quite worthless in most senses, outside of the fucking ones that give you more magic. I mean, look, you know, music was good, pixel art was nice, boss design was patchy at best. Probably the weakest bosses of the series, actually. The last boss was just annoying. And when it wasn't annoying, it was easy. Like, you know, I think when I finally did beat it, it's not like I was, like, playing well. I was just not falling for the 2 traps that I fell for. Yeah, some of the King's Quests are okay. The early, like, because the King's Quests, you know, they're the Sierras. They're a very different beast to the LucasArts ones. You know, on account of killing you every 5 seconds. Like their design approach was fuck you. And you know, the earliest ones are typing in text to look at shit and do shit, which is a little fiddly. and having to fucking, guess. And like, the King's Quest series is probably the one I played the least. I played a lot of Space Quest, I played a lot of Police Quest. Well, the modern game stuff tends to be done with Amber, and we recorded yesterday, although we did, like, the update version of BioShock, which is scarcely modern. And really showing it these days. It's interesting seeing, like, the yesteryear first-person shooter design approaches, Even boomer shooters are a little different these days. I mean, they're better. Like, they are better. I mean, what was that fucking... There was one I played recently that was good, but I can't remember the name of it. That's the problem, man, Great game. Don't remember the name of it. It's like there was a time when someone could just say, I've read all the books. It's that completionist thing in me, I don't like leaving stones unturned. It's why I enjoy the Metroidvanias, because I can fill the map. I can go, I found everything. And the only time I really just sort of don't give a shit about that is when the developer goes, oh, you want to find everything, eh? And then just, like, hides a bunch of fucking stupid marbles around. I don't give a shit about those, because they have no value to me. Yeah, I played a little bit of the System Shock remake. It's definitely, it's still got some of that, like, old world quality to it. Which was Hell of the Living Dead. Like, some of them are bad movies. Like, with just, some nice gore here or there. The problem with these things is they all blur together. Like, like I'm thinking, I look at the trailer, I don't think I've seen this one. And it's probably like the same blonde girl in like at least 5 of them. Yeah, because that blonde girl looks real fucking familiar. So the problem is I'll look at this thing and just be like, have I seen that one? Because I have done that. Like, I've fucking, gone out of my way, too, to, like, re-download slowly because they're fucking hard to find sometimes. Like, old horror films, and then sat down and been like, hey, god damn it. I've already watched this. Oh. What's some upcoming horror that I was looking forward to? I can't remember. Crow Country will be out soon. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hyped about Crow Country because there's like a fucking actual release date. All the other ones I've played is just like, which I fucking don't like. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust the fucking, when's it coming out? Oh, I don't know. Because it could be never. Could just get a neat demo and then fucking, I don't know, it just vanishes. It's still wild to me that the Tenebris Somnia guy made that fucking Blackheart fucking fighter from back in the day. I remember that when that was like fucking Mugen. Holston was the other one. Again, like I'm really looking forward to both of those. Like I quite enjoyed the Holston demo, and I really enjoyed the Crow Country. I enjoyed both of them a lot, and it's like, Crow Country is like May 9th, great. Holston's like, And the Tenebris Somnia one wound up being a lot more fun than I thought. And the fucking, the movie cutscene bits were done really, really fucking well. And it integrated really well, strangely, into it. And I would like to see that. I love that the backgrounds in Crow Country look so much look identical to those old, PS1 fucking things, but you can like rotate it and look around, because that was what I always wanted to do. It drove me nuts that you'd have like Final Fantasy VII is fucking a great example of it. Whereas this beautiful pre-rendered background. And it's like, you'd see corners and things. You just wish you could fucking just turn it a little so you could fucking get a peek around. And then you just, you couldn't because it was just a picture. And now someone fixed that. Alright. Make number go up. It's just in that holding pattern that it's always been in. It's not lower meaningfully, but it's not higher meaningfully. It needs to go up so I can go crazy and get a illegal art. That's what I'm doing. I'm not making money off of it. I just want to play it. No one's gonna make my fucking proper sequel to X-Men Children of the Atom, and I want there to be a proper sequel to X-Men Children of the Atom, and I'm not trying to profit from your fucking copyright. I just want to play the fucking game. Fuck you. There are all these billionaires, and none of them have just a fucking creative brain, like bone in their body. There's just nothing in there. They don't have hobbies. They don't have interests. If one of them was at least insane for model trains or something, it's just like, I'm gonna spend $100 million on a model train fucking rig. Just something. Do something. No one's gonna remember you because you got the high score, because some other cunt's gonna do it. No one cares. You don't get an extra life. Even just a giant weird statue would at least be fucking something. Mine's gonna be like a fucking me doing the Stone Cold Stunner to Godzilla. So people know what the fuck I was about. The model train shit, I kind of bumped into that, looking at I can't remember what. It's something to do with Transformers. But they've got these little magnetic tracks that go under the model train shit, and you have you can put the little pedestrian figures and the bicycle figures and the cars and stuff on them, and they can so now the diorama, your train will go around and your little figures will go about, they'll go into a store and then come out, and then your little cars will drive around on this magnetic track shit. And apparently it's it's not all that complicated. I think it's a sticker or a tape or something you can put under the thing, and then it just interacts with that. It's nice seeing some technological developments in those little areas, because when I was a kid, shit like those little shitty drone copters that you can fly around, that was impossible. That shit didn't exist. All these shrunken, tinier versions of things are really useful for these sort of old world, toys and hobbies that, I'd like to see them mesh a little bit more. It's I keep wanting to fucking, I am going to get a small one, because I don't need a big one, but I do want a fucking 3D printer. Just because it's going to make fucking, mods and replacement parts for Transformers a bazillion fucking times easier. Yeah, a Hot Wheels loop. Just fucking something, man, Oh, RC planes existed, yeah, but they weren't these tiny little fucking things. You didn't have these miniature drones and shit. I still remember seeing the first remote control car that was this big, and it was at one of those fucking Chinese stores, and it was fucking great. Yeah, the RC planes back then, I remember them, I don't know if they were all petrol powered, but I think a lot of them were petrol powered. Because I remember seeing some, I think it was a fucking, the Launton show, which would be a county fair equivalent or something to the Americans. And there was just we're going to have a fucking, remote control air display. And I was like, oh, cool. And they come out with these things that are they're big, but well, I mean, it depends on what you want. In terms of a fight stick. I mean, I'd honestly look around, because fight sticks are very, you know, fight stick people are fussy, and so there's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of variations. I mean, you can find a lot that will sort of, you know, I'd have an explore before you worry about 3D printing a stick. I mean, you know, you can if you want. One stick that I've wanted to get made for a while is, I call it the Cronenberg, and it's basically the buttons, because it's gonna have like that sex doll, you know, whatever the shit that is, latex. Is it latex? Whatever it is. You know, the sex doll plastic on it, and the buttons will all be nipples, you know, and the stick's just gonna be a penis. And I'm going to bring that to meetups and make people very uncomfortable. Yeah, see, I think the big change that big change that happened between when I was a kid and now was batteries. Because there was none of this fucking, like, just lithium batteries everywhere. Like, I remember them slowly showing up for some remote control cars and shit. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if the technology got better or if they fucking invented a new type of battery, but it was like, shit was just different. A lament configure it. Like, a transforming fight stick could be fun. I mean, the big one for me was getting those MCA sticks. But I'll probably have to get another grommet for one of them. Which shouldn't be too hard. Like, just, you know, they sell just lumps of rubber with a hole in the fucking center. So I should be able to figure that out. But, you know, because, like, I grew up on MCA sticks, which, compared to modern sticks, are bricks, you know. There's, like, modern sticks are really loose and really long and very floppy to me. I don't like them. Haven't liked them for, like, 20 fucking years. So finally I got the MCAs, where it's, like, the action is, like, millimeters. It's, like, click, and it's, like, there. You know, you move it that much, you're active, and moving it that much takes a bit of force, because it's using a rubber grommet as opposed to some fucking wobbly-ass goddamn spring. Because, like, I bought, like, the stiffest spring fucking, like, a modded fucking Sanwa, I think, that was supposed to have the fucking stiffest action. And it was still, like, just a limp cock flailing around. And it's just, yeah, like, a mini drone that, like, you know, it's something I thought of as, like, a Taskmaster task, was, like, I call it third person, where, like, you're wearing VR goggles, and you just have to do something, like, you have to carry a thing to a place, right? Except the VR goggles are showing you a feed of a drone that's, like, flying behind you, so you're seeing you like your third person, and you have to navigate that way, because I think that would break most people's brains. I mean, if we were doing that for my thing, at some point, like, a guy dressed as a zombie would come barreling at you and scare the bejesus out of you. More terror, you know? Just in general. Okay. Remember, if you want to see rich Uncle Gabriel go insane and produce things that are actually interesting and will be remembered, make the number go up. Link is, you know, in the YouTube thing. It will also give you access to the subscriber Saturdays, which let you harass me to move them around, so you can get a live one if you want. You can pester me to play certain games, etc., etc. So yeah, there is at least some utility to it. It'll also help me not have to fucking, you know, worry about, I don't know, getting some actual retail job, and preferably getting back to fucking writing, which I haven't done in like 2 fucking weeks. It's just always fucking something. It's just always fucking something. Alright. Make number go up. And remember, watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.